One of the most common struggles I hear from collectors is the struggle of space. Some people live in a small apartment, others live in a dorm, some people just don't have a wife or husband who's willing to let them have an entire space for their collection. No matter what the situation though, there is not a collector that I know that hasn't at some point wished for more space. But how do we take advantage of the space that we have? I'm glad you asked. The answer to that is going to be in today's video. In today's edition of Nerdzoic On the Road, I'm heading south to Shippensburg University, where I'm going to check out Mike's collection. And Mike is a student at Shippensburg, so I imagine that we're not going to have a lot of space to work with. So let's see what he's managed to make happen in a small space. What is up, everybody? My name is Matt, often called Big Nerdy. Together we are the NWO, the Nerd World Order, and this is Nerdzoic. Not just welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another edition of Nerdzoic On the Road, where I go out on the road, come to your house, check out your collection, and we make a video together. This is like MTV Cribs meets Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives meets the, I don't know, Comic Book Men? That other toy show that's on TV? It's a mishmash, is where I'm going. Folks, today's collection is nuts. Spoiler alert, I already filmed it. And let me just say, like, mind blown. There's probably about 100 grand worth of action figures in Mike's apartment. And it's not like a giant apartment, it's a normal college apartment. I have seen people come up with some really creative ways to make displays work in small spaces, but Mike takes it completely to the extreme. Let's head on down to Shippensburg. So we're in a college town, which means a lot of apartments. One of the major things I hear from people all the time about collecting is that there's not enough money, yeah, I can't help you there, and there's not enough space, especially for apartment living, city living, college living. I'm here with Mike in his apartment, and this is one of the best collections I've ever seen, so if you need advice on how to make it all fit, you're about to find out. So as soon as you come in the front door of this apartment, you know you're in a collector's apartment because he has it set up so that it is all toys. You really minimize furniture and stuff on purpose, don't you?
Yes, I do.
As soon as we came in, like, we're right inside the front door here. There's a kitchen here, and then boom, here we are. And this is not the main part of the collection. What would you call this? Like the auxiliary room?
Yeah, it's definitely an auxiliary room. I think it was my second bat cave. What made me start collecting would be my grandfather. Every day that I was with him, he would always have us go out and he'd always let me look at the toy collections that the stores would have, and I'd get something once in a while.
So what do we got in here? What's this room got?
So this is more of my Funko Pop / soda collections, also my graphic novels, and just because I couldn't have space, a few of my Marvel Hot Toys and other miscellaneous items.
We got the Blu-ray collection. We got the Legos up top. What the heck is that? I see an autograph.
I'm a big RoboCop fan as well. Oh. I went to an auction online and I got Peter Weller's signature on a 3D printed version of the gun.
I love your favorite piece, the Hulkbuster. Like, that thing is incredible. I have never seen that in person, and it's freaking massive.
You can actually put in about 26 button batteries and it will light up.
Wow, beat that, HasLab. And then up top, we got a very eclectic movie mix of Neo, John Wick, and Dirty Harry.
Some of my first Hot Toys, actually, and then I just recently got Dirty Harry in the mail.
What's autographed down here?
When I was about 15, I actually started watching Dexter. Another auction that I had won where he signed a custom blood slide box.
And then Turbo Man. Booster! Everyone wants Booster. Nobody wants Booster. Hi friends, it's me, Mr. Socko! Living room. Check this crap out. Ready? Come on in. Look at this. First of all, I'm not even going to show you the toys first. I'm going to tease you. Comic books on the wall, nerd art on the wall, video games, and then boom, we got Action Force, we got Alf. I didn't notice this earlier when I came in, but Boba Fett's holding the controller over here. That's pretty sweet. Are those the Kotobukias?
That's correct.
All right, look at me. I'm pretty proud of myself. Then I see Warduke and Grimsword. I'm stripping out more Wardukes right now than I can count. I think we're over 100 right now. It's crazy. Then we got the Sarge in all his Action Force glory. And of course, a Cobra Commander helmet.
Around the time of COVID, I was in lockdown and working at GameStop. We would get probably 10 hours max each week. A lot of our stuff went on clearance. By the time it went on clearance, I had gotten a slightly huge paycheck from I'm not gonna say where, and I just bought about almost 2 G's worth of clearance.
So to kind of give you the lay of the land, now we're in the living room, and you can see, living room, my butt. It's the toy room still. So we're gonna move this couch here and we'll show you. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. We move that chair, and now we can see this in all of its glory. We start off with another Cobra Commander helmet. Why do we have two Cobra Commander helmets?
One was for display, the other one was for a Halloween costume.
That's the way to go. Going down a shelf, we are in G.I. Joe headquarters here. You're pretty up to date. I see Bazooka in there. Next shelf over, is this like the Army Builder shelf with Serpentor? Looks like we got the Crimson Guard being led by the twins. And is that a Fwoosh ninja leading the ninja troops? And then Serpentor on his giant chariot. All right, coming down the shelf, we got more Cobra. Cobra outnumbers G.I. Joe. That doesn't seem totally fair. We got some classified. We got some statues, and what the hell are those mini things?
So those are die-cast pieces right there, followed by Funko items. It's kind of tough to decide which one was my favorite when I was younger, but I did like the 12-inch G.I. Joe Hasbro figures.
Then we move into Spawn, which also looks like it's John Wick's closet. Like, did you take every gun you have and throw it down there?
Bought everything I could off the McFarlane website.
Nice. Scroll on down, we got more Spawn, but bad guys. Right next to it, we start going through a lot of Batman. You told me off the air Batman is your guy, right?
That's correct.
And over here I see 7 or 8 long boxes. So you collect comics too, huh?
I do a lot of new generation Batman. I did inherit my dad's collection from late 70s to early 90s. Been doing it for now, same as toys, about 8 to 10 years.
All-time favorite Batman run or storyline?
My favorite would definitely have to be the Nightfall storyline.
Nightfall, okay. I'm the only one who loves Hush. Where did you find them, or did you get them custom made?
Those I actually found at Best Buy. They make them for a ton of different characters.
Well, I know what I need. All right, main event time. So I thought when I walked in this apartment that what I already showed you was the collection, and I was really impressed. But that was nothing. Now we go into the main room, and we have to do this gently. I felt like I was gonna knock everything over because there's so much awesome stuff in here. Look at this in all of its gloriness. This is freaking incredible. If I died today, cremate me, put me here. How did you choose the Eternals for Over the Doorway?
Honestly, I love the Eternals movie, but I could not fit them on my standard MCU shelf, so I just figured somewhere well hidden while also well seen.
We got the Spider-Man shelf. What's the big Captain America there that's surrounded by Spider-Mans?
So that was one of the ones that Hasbro did for their 12-inch scale. Line didn't last long.
All right, rolling down. Do you have these organized in any specific way?
I just have that one where it is Defenders and I don't remember the name, but Canadian X-Men.
Alpha Flight.
Alpha Flight, yes.
Then we go down, we got some Cap. Oh my God, US Agent, I had a moment. Tigra looks like she's doing something inappropriate to that symbiote. We have all the Age of Apocalypse together. Do you have Galactus? Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, where's Galactus? And then there's the Hall of Captain Americas. Forget about the Hall of Armor. We got a Hall of Captain America. More X-Men I see. Lots of X-Men. What are these that we have flying? Those aren't all Legends, right?
No, that is my Mezco selection.
Ah, I see. I can't tell from here that they have cloth. Avengers, MCU. I think my favorite thing is your ceiling. You got all of your flyers flying. How much time did that take to set up?
Over the course of about a month, probably 3 hours.
Holy crap, that looks amazing. And I love that Spider-Man's just hanging on a wire. Ant-Man's riding an ant. Is that the Sauron Build-A-Figure?
That is correct.
I have actually never seen it in person put together. I'm quite kind of like, nah, I think I need that. Then we have all the Army Builders I was complaining about missing out on before we got here. And here they all are, because I didn't buy them from Pulse because I'm stupid. And we got more shelves of Legends, including a bottom shelf of what looks just to be big bad dudes. Armadillo, Controller, Ulick. It's an interesting name. On the bottom, is that, what Batmobile is that? That's the animated series right by the 2 HasLabs?
That is correct.
And then we move up. Is that the police building? Is that what that is?
Yeah, so that's supposed to be the skyline area for the Rogues Gallery.
My local comic shop has that for like $1,000 in the package. I've never seen it open. Quite glorious. Moving over, we have, what's along the top? I see Watchmen, but what are they? I've never seen those before.
So these are the Mattel versions of the Watchmen characters. They were early to mid 2000s. They're hard to come by now, and some of them are very expensive.
Now we're in DC land. I see Batman Beyond, the Batman That Laughs, lots of Batman, obviously. So you probably dig everything that McFarlane's doing right now. A Batman a day keeps the doctor away. I love how Ra's al Ghul's just hanging out with Alfred there. Up top, is this like the #1 grail then?
Yes, that is correct. It took me a good bit of time to try and get this.
Was this exclusive to anyone? Because I don't remember this ever hitting stores or anything.
They didn't very much make many. It was just only a couple of comic shops got it. Everything else was online and just expensive. So the most rare or expensive item that I'd have would be actually one of about 2 or 3 things. I have the Hot Toys Hulkbuster. I have the Batman Animated Series Batcave vignette. And the other one would be the Batman Animated Series Lockup Bundle, where it came with the 4 supervillains. The Scarecrow in mint in box is going for $600.
Moving down, we have DCU 1.0, not the James Gunn version. And then a whole lot of DC multiverse. This is probably the most DC multiverse I've seen in one place. So aside from Batman, who's your favorite DC people?
I definitely like Justice League Dark, but my mains after Batman would be Jonah Hex and the Hellblazer. I'm most proud of how much I've completed of the Batman Animated Series action figures. That's just something I was doing since the first set came out. And the fact that, again, I've got my Hot Toys Hulkbuster, because that took me a while to pay for.
And you got a pretty nice Masters collection for someone who was born 20 years after the premiere. What got you into He-Man and the Masters of the Universe?
Honestly, it was the Dolph Lundgren movie.
What? That's not something we hear often.
For older toy lines that I wish would be out right now, I definitely love to see them redo Cops. Another one, I know they didn't do very much of it, but it's like Street Sharks, Biker Mice from Mars. I used to watch it when I was younger. I love that old stuff. I just wish they'd remake it.
Now let's move into a galaxy far, far away. We got Mandos and Cobb Vanth. We got a whole bunch of Imperials. Strawn sticks out with the Chicken Man.
Can I help you, sir?
Then we got the troops. Cody with a battalion of 2/12ths, I believe. I love how you have them set up. I never thought about doing that. You mentioned your RoboCop love. Those are the Hayas, right?
Yep, that's correct.
That looks like between prequel and sequel trilogy.
So I have it displayed as Bad Batch, Rogue One, Solo, and also Rebels.
Moving up a level, we have what appears to be some original trilogy. No, I see one First Order trooper in there. Very good. We have the Dark Times with Snoke, or Snook, or whatever he wants to be called, Snooky. Did you know that Snoke was actually from New Jersey? He used to be on Jersey Shore. And possibly my favorite shelf, the Jedi shelf. And then you have the Black Series Snowspeeder set up there. As a Mitten box guy, I've never seen that out of the box. That looks pretty sweet.
So my biggest collecting regret would definitely be trying to buy every single item non-stop. It gets too much, and even though I'm easy going with the space, I don't have enough shelving anymore.
And now we move into anime/Power Rangers. Anything specific here you want to shout out, or any favorites?
Definitely the case closed figures up in the front near Pyramid Head. Used to watch that like crazy, and also Cowboy Bebop.
I see Optimus Prime, who was actually George W. Bush's first choice for Secretary of Defense. His second choice was The Rock. Then we have some Power Rangers. Again, we're gonna keep going with this theme of things I've never seen out of the box. That Megatron looks pretty sweet.
So for people with smaller spaces, the best thing that I could recommend doing would be to buy as much shelving with as many shelving pieces as possible, and then just fit as much possible, even if it's squishing them down, making it look like it's an army build.
He is showing that he is a timeless classics person with some Defenders of the Universe, right next to more RoboCop and Master Splinter. Is that Hot Toy or 3-0?
These are Mondo, this is Hot Toy, this is 3-0. The one in the middle was one of my personal grails for about 5 years.
I see we have Splinter, and we also have Casey Jones hanging out in Pandora, Narnia, whatever it is. The Thundercats, unite. And then more Hot Toys. This is the Star Wars area. I love it. Lots of Mandos, Anakin, and Qui-Gon Jinn. You know why they call him Qui-Gon Jinn? Because he likes to drink the gin. Gremlins and gargoyles. I feel like nothing was missed in this collection. Like, you have representation of every major franchise from 1986 forward.
Diamond Select, Kingdom Hearts, signed by Bruce Boxleitner. Tron.
Wow. That's pretty sweet. I never want to hear anyone say that they can't fit a collection in their apartment again. This is one of the most epic collections I've ever seen, and it's in an apartment. Usually a collection like this, I'm expecting to see like a 600 square foot basement. This is insanity, and it is awesome, my friend.
Some advice that I give to new collectors would definitely be go with what you like. Don't get everything at once. Honestly, if it's something that's out of your price range, just wait until it isn't.
Another tour is in the books, and if you enjoyed this, check out this tour here, where I go down to Southern Maryland and meet Joe and tour his collection. And if you would like to be considered to be part of this series, go ahead and submit an application. There's a link down in the description. And remember, you have to get old, but you don't have to grow up. Just be cool and stay nerdy. Later.